Look at the sky, dude. Look at these awesome sauce. What is this? James. It's fucking James. We love James here. Passion bust the fuck is doing. No one's around me. What a nice little place for life. I've been doing a lot more of these. What are these? Trail 2s? Yes. A lot of stuff's on my mind. A lot of stuff to discuss. Like my new shower thoughts. I don't have much thoughts in the shower now. I only really care about efficiency. I was joking. I'm not going that way. I was joking. Right. Yeah, that's done enough to have the cars go their ways. After no one's turning, yeah, there's someone turning. Okay. Let's go. Funny, very funny. I don't know if I should press this button. Should I press this button? So, today in lab, we were dealing with syringes, and, I'm queasy about around basically everything, right? If there's anything that could be a source of fear, then I am probably fearful around it, I think needles really are one of those things. Like, I always imagine that if I have a gun, if I ever find myself with a gun and some bullets or whatever, then you just know I'm putting that in my jaw and pulling the trigger, right? It's like a compulsory thing to do. I think I would, like, the moment I do that, I would have to, like, put myself into, like, distress mode. Just fight my will to commit suicide right then and there. So it's kind of the same thing with needles. I had 3 syringes. It's a fucking wonder that I am coming out of this alive. I spent a good like 5 minutes trying to fucking uncase the needle because I stuck it on the tubing part. Of course, like, you know, it's just sharp stuff. It's gotta have its own protective casing, right? So like all this time I'm thinking it's like a screw cap thing. Gotta screw it off, just, you know, do that thing and then it comes off, right? I tried like twisting it and stuff. It doesn't do shit, alright? And I'm like, and my mind's sweating because like, you know, if I mess this up, I could be in real danger in terms of my health, alright? I could have massive cut fingers and everything. So I'm like positively shivering. And it turns out all you gotta do is like kick it and just go like that, right? And then I'm holding the phones with one hand, so you can't really see what I'm doing. But like you just gotta pull them off. You just gotta pull the case off, right? And that's, I don't know. It's very dagger-like, that kind of motion, and I've always been very uneasy about it. Anyways, wow, you guys, it looks very light on your end. You guys are lucky. I think part of the reason why I thought the sky looked beautiful was just because it's so dark on my end. But you know, it's overly light here in phone land, in vlog land. Anyways, I was dealing with, I'm not dealing, like, you know my thing, you know, the thing number one. I had to put numbers on these, so thing number one, the original thing, the one I worked at, the one I used to work at, I'm not really like, like entirely out. I'm still like able to join in, like do a bit more, like if, you know, I ever feel like coming back, or more realistically, if they need me, if there's like a shortage of employees on a specific day. So recently, you know, a little emergency thing came up for some other employees. Nothing serious, just they couldn't miss a day or two, and you know, there was no substitutes or anything, and turns out a few more employees would be out that day. So I was like, you know what, in my quest to become less closed off to the world, I decided, you know what, fuck it, I might as well join for just that day, you know, take up their shifts, help that thing stabilize in the event of shortages like these. And of course they were like, what, really? You can do that? And so it's kind of, I don't know, it's all felt very somehow risky. I don't know why it felt risky to do this. I don't know, I feel like there's some danger associated with this old thing of mine. I don't know. I just don't know why I feel so antagonistic to the possibility of me coming back. Look at that. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, you guys can really see the original colors now that I've put it on fucking half zoom. Oh, look at that. Look at a little spacecraft over there. It's not a spacecraft. It looks like a fucking submarine, honestly, you know, with the light shining out front. It's really cool. A submarine in the sky. Oh, that's fucking cool. That is fucking cool. Look at the antithesis of this. A submarine in the sky. Oh, that's awesome. A submarine in the sky, dude. Oh, watch out for dog shit. Don't want to feel any squelches under my feet. Or even worse, have me trip and fall face first on some dog shit. Strangely, this whole thing doesn't smell like dog shit. You'd think there was more odor if there was actually shit here. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe these are just like little figs, little twigs, maybe little droppings from the trees. But you can never be too cautious, I assume. That's the path. You always gotta be wary about where the path is. And you know, in times like these, it can be really uncertain where the path really is. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, this why I was giving you this whole spiel about my old thing and coming back to it was that, I don't know, maybe my brain felt quite nostalgic about this whole experience. Because last night I had this dream. And you know, with most dreams, you wake up, you go about your day, you kind of forget all about it, right? But there was this one part that really stuck with me, and I've been pondering it all day, right? So I imagine myself back in my high school, right? And I'm in like the music section of my high school. And you know, with music sections, they've always got like these sports lockers to put all your instruments in, right? So I'm in this like little cove inside this maze of lockers, right? If you know who I am and you know what my high school is all about, you know, like about this little cove, right? So I'm sitting on the ground, cross-legged, which is something I would never do in real life. And I have my violin case across my lap. And it feels like I was just having one of those like brief points of recollection, you know, me just my mind stepping back, looking at, you know, what's come up so far, what I have left to do, all this jazz. Maybe in those moments I'm like kind of traveling between the past and the future, I don't know. And in my dreams just then, last night, I was transporting myself to that future somehow, because it was, as I understood it, what is it, like a reconvening of orchestra members of the high school, like a little memorial, like 5-year anniversary or 10-year anniversary or something like that, right? And yeah, it really did feel like that. You got all this past feelings, past memories. It really did feel like I was reminiscing on past memories. And I looked to my right, like I'm sitting on the ground, cross-legged. My violin case is across my lap, and it feels like I'm about to open it and take out my violin, you know? And I look to my right, and there's my friend who went to my church and was in my high school, same age as me. We had the same birthday, and she was just sitting near me, and I just don't know what we're talking about. I just remember that we chatted like old friends. Even though both in school and in church, I was very much estranged from her. Even though we shared the same birthdays, I was very estranged. I did not talk to her very much. I did like her though. And we talked like old friends, and it felt like the continuing of a relationship, not the, beginning or the long lost revitalization thereof. It felt like I was observing an alternate timeline wherein I was like triply more outgoing, more friendly and charismatic than I am in this real life. Scheisse. Thought I could get to it, but no. It was very nostalgic. Kind of felt nostalgic, but in the same way, it kind of felt different, right? Like, of course, I'm revisiting past places that I went to, but it's, not really the same to me, right? It's someone better than me. Someone different than me. Anyways, that was the dream I had to share, just that part. I don't know if that was the end of the dream, or the middle, or the beginning, I don't know. But it was something to ponder on. I don't know what I could have pondered on there. I don't know, when this kind of dream just like takes up your mind and you end up spending all day thinking about it, what are you thinking about? Like, I don't know, like, I feel like all the time I've lingered on this dream, it was just wordless thoughts. Like, not even thoughts I could put into words, just nonsense musings. Just like, when you look at a painting and you stare at it for a while and it really enraptures your brain, but you really have no words to describe it, You're not really like saying, ooh, this painting, look at the colors on this, you're not really saying any of that. You're just digesting it in your mind in a kind of wordless way that your stomach digests food in a very material way. Kind of felt like that. And like, what even is the purpose of these musings? Why am I doing this? Why am I lingering on a dream? Especially one like this, that's full of nostalgia. Or not nostalgia, just like, I don't know, jealousy for another me. I don't know what all it means. When people like to interpret dreams, I don't know what all it means. Like my brain is just making patterns and constructing, scenes to puzzle me, make me fixate on these little dreams. But never really extract any meaning out of them. Just find them, pretty. Not pretty, just like troublesome. Not troublesome. I'm not speaking any words. Like, interesting. Just vaguely, abstractly interesting.